Hi everyone, and welcome back to my training log this week. I put the camera down in favour of just going out there and having a run and not having to worry too much about setting up shots and focusing too much on capturing video. I was going to be pretty time crunched during the week and on the weekend, so I knew it was going to be tough to get a normal video out. So instead, I just wanted to recap how running's been going recently with my coach, talk a bit about what happened this week in terms of running, and then what's on the outlook in the future. So over the last month, my coach has been providing me a running program structure as well as some strength workouts as well, which you can see from my last video. And just like any running plan, that had, a gradual increase in load, and then a down period, and then another gradual increase in load. And based on my kind of cardio fitness and how my legs feel, I think that gradual increase has been really good. We started off at a level that I could achieve, and then we've been slowly pushing the envelope as the weeks progress, solely based on kind of my current level of fitness. What's been throwing a little bit of a spanner in the works is my plantar fasciitis pain. So while considering that progression, we've also had to think about how my plantar fasciitis is going and how that kind of fits in with how I can progress. What we've found is that it has been holding me back a little bit in terms of how fast I can run and also the distances I can run each time I go out. So over the last few weeks, we've had to just tone down that progression, and I think we've found a nice middle ground where I can continue to increase my runs, ever so slightly, while not aggravating the plantar fasciitis too much. Separate to the running and strength program, I've been doing some treatment for my plantar fasciitis pain from my physio. And I went through that in my last video as well. So I've been doing that most nights since, and it seems like that's starting to pay off now. I don't really have kind of lingering plantar fasciitis pain after runs, and it's not particularly sore, when I wake up or anything like that. So I'm thinking the treatment that I'm undergoing, as well as the slight toning down of my running program, has led to that issue kind of coming, under control. So yeah, that's really good news. And so when I look at, say, the next month or so, I think I'm going to have a really good chance at finishing the workouts that have been set out for me by my coach. She's heard my feedback based on what she planned for the first month we worked together, and then she's adjusted accordingly. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how that turns out. And it's been nice to, have someone watching over what I'm doing, as well as having someone I'm accountable to now. I think I've been completing more workouts to a higher quality, both running and strength, than I would have without the coach. It makes you more accountable, and it kind of makes me feel a little bit more professional as well, which helps me kind of really get in the zone of making sure I get everything done every week, because I've got some big goals I'm working towards. I've now got a bit of a team. It kind of helps me feel like I'm an athlete, and I think that's really having a positive effect on what I'm achieving week to week. As for the week that's just gone, things started well. Monday, I had a good run. It was a fartlek with a bit of speed involved, and again, no issues with the plantar fasciitis pain, as that's getting more comfortable with it, and fitness is holding up. I felt strong, and was really happy with how everything was going. I could definitely see the sessions on the bike and the other running and the strength I've been doing starting to pay off, and things were looking really good. We came to Wednesday and we went for the normal group run that has some trails involved, although it probably wasn't the trails that I actually hurt myself on, but I ended up rolling my ankle kind of midway through that run, and usually I can kind of, I might roll off to the side, but I'll catch my foot just in time and it won't be particularly painful and I can continue running. But this time on my left foot, I did roll it particularly hard, felt a lot of pain, and that kind of lingered on throughout the day after the run. I did continue the run because I had to get home, but it was worse than any other roll I'd done before, at least in recent memory. So as things were starting to feel good, I then was kind of struck down by this, and I was a little bit worried, that it would set me back a long time, but I got into the physio straight away, as I thought that would be the most sensible approach. And the next day we had a discussion. There wasn't any swelling or bruising, which was obviously a good sign, and he ultimately said it was probably more of a midfoot strain rather than an ankle strain. I didn't really have any pain kind of up the sides of my legs. It was more on the midfoot, and that was probably a good sign for stability and not re-damaging it in the future. So he gave me some testing to do. He told me to take 3 days off blanket rest, and then see how everything feels the next week and slowly ease into the jogging again. The tests being doing a number of calf raises on my right foot until failure, and then seeing if I could match that with my left foot, and if I could, that was a good sign. And then doing some single foot hops on my left foot, which was the bad one. And if I could complete 30 hops with no pain, then that was the okay sign to go. So so by the end of the week, it was less painful and I could only feel it occasionally. By the time Saturday came around, I took that day off as part of a general rest to give the ankle a chance to heal. And then by Sunday, I tested with the hops and the calf raises, and I did that with no pain, basically. So all in all, a good result after a fairly worrying incident there. And it wasn't even because I was running on trails. I think we might have even been on a section of road at the time, but it was just a quick decision to turn right, and I stepped with my left foot, and I don't really know what happened. I decided to wear a pair of Hoka running shoes that I haven't worn for a while. I run Hokas anyway, so they have a fairly tall stack height. It may have been that I wasn't used to those shoes, having not worn them for a little while. Could have been the lack of concentration. It could have been a number of things, and I've been going over them all in my head, but ultimately I think it was just an accident, and you can't really predict that kind of thing. You can strengthen your body and strengthen your legs, so maybe it doesn't happen again, or doesn't happen as severely in the future, And so that's something I'll work on to try and get some more control over situations like that in the future. But all in all, an okay outcome considering. So didn't do the long run on Saturday. I continued biking and doing my strength workouts, apart from a couple of kind of jumping exercises. I didn't want to aggravate my ankle further. And that brought the week to a close. So ultimately, not too bad. We lost a little bit of running time, but nothing serious. Looking to the future, I think we're in a bit of a building phase with my coach and my program. So just continuing to do each workout as best I can. We are now, over the next month, slowly adding another day of running. So each Thursday in the program is kind of an optional, easier run. And I'm going to slowly incorporate that. And over the next month, should be up to 4 days of running, which I'm looking forward to, as I'd rather be out running, than doing any of the other exercises, even though I do enjoy them. In terms of what the workouts look like, again, it's more speed work on Mondays, fartleks, and reps at higher speeds, which are always fun. And Wednesday, Thursday kind of look like easy runs, 30, 35 minutes, maybe 40 minutes. And then Saturdays are still a longer run, so pushing that to maybe 50, 55, 60 minutes. And they have some short but faster reps kind of near the end, just to pick up the speed a little bit. Separately to that, I've been thinking it might be fun to do kind of a short trail running event that we do here in Niseko in September called the NAC Trail Run. I've done it before and it was really fun. It was blisteringly hot, but an awesome experience. And I think it would be fun to do again, even if it was just to, go out easy, have a fun day out, support the trail running community here. So I think I'm going to discuss that with my coach. And in my mind, that might be, instead of the easy Thursday run, going out and doing a hike. We can actually access the course, so hiking a bit of that course and running to add some elevation in to prepare for that trail run, I think could be a good plan. That would just be kind of a short prep period. It wouldn't I suppose hinder my progress too much in terms of road running, and I think overall it'll give me something to look forward to. So I'm going to suggest that to my coach, and I think that'll be a fun thing to look forward to at the end of this season. Otherwise, not too much on the cards. I think there could be some other road running events I might try and enter at the end of this summer. Just some shorter stuff. I'm definitely not ready for a half marathon or a full marathon at all. But I think building that base, building the strength, and just becoming bulletproof is kind of the main goal for this year. So I'm looking forward to next week and seeing what that brings. Hopefully the ankle doesn't give me too many issues, but I'll stay cautious when I'm out there. And again, grateful to be happy and healthy and out there moving like I want to. So I'll catch everyone next week. Thanks for listening, and stay safe.